We are live. It's time.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for Wrestling with Toxicity. We are live on Twitch, on YouTube, on Facebook, and on TikTok.
Together.
Oh, I got that wrong. Now y'all seeing double of me. Not what you're meant to see. There it is. We're starting with the women's Iron Survivor match. I'm super happy about that. Chocolate Boy, what's going on? Rattado, what's going on? Too. Lithium Live is a better the record version. I agree. I'm not a huge Green Day fan, but I understand the passion behind him. Hello, party people to Eddie. Guys, I got my Iron Brew. I got my Chinook dark chocolate caramel wafers, all from Scotland. We're going to try that now. Oh, apparently Kiana James and Roxanne Perez got into it at the PC. All right, while people are coming out, I'm going to try this Iron Brew. It is some type of, like, soda. Supposedly has a bit of a banana flavor, which I love that.
What do you think?
It's interesting. Like, I immediately feel something, too. Like, after that first sip, there's like a wave over my body. What is in this? Low sodium. It's actually kind of low on sugar, too. Got 10 milligrams of sodium. Only 15.
You're not the only one.
It's aspartame. That's what I'm tasting. It's got a bit of a diet taste. It's more like an orange soda, but like if you described orange soda to somebody who's never had it and they tried to make it.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
It's not bad though. It tastes more natural than a regular orange soda, I can tell you that.
Does it taste like carbonated orange juice?
Kinda, yeah. That's a good descriptor of it. Kind of like carbonated orange juice.
Okay.
It's good though. I like it. But I literally feel like, you know, like if you hadn't had Mountain Dew in like a year, and then you drink a Mountain Dew, you immediately feel that caffeine.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm feeling now, but like I don't even know if there's caffeine in this. Oh, there is caffeine. Oh, this is like an energy drink. It's got caffeine and cuine in it. So it's got like natural caffeine and natural energy enhancers. I got it from Amazon. This stuff's pretty good. I don't even think it was that expensive either. I got a 6-pack. That, I think, is Kiana James' best gear. I like that gear.
Yeah.
I definitely went
Don't stop him.
Yeah, don't stop.
So technically, there's one heel in this match.
Technically.
To look past each other, and they couldn't keep their hands off each other right at the bell.
Like I say, you use that as fuel. That's like high octane fuel, man. And you're gonna need that because you got 3 of the best.
So I paid $14 for a 6-pack. It's a little high. It's a little high. But it is also coming. It's international, so.
Yeah.
Allow the winner to face the women's champion, Lyra Valkyria, as you see the champion looking on as this matchup continuing just underway. What a huge night this is, the final NXT before the final premium live event of the year. Deadline Saturday. Bridgeport tickets, of course, on sale right now.
It's good though. And like the more I'm drinking it, the more I'm like kind of getting used to it. Mm-hmm. And like it's got like an energy like it's almost like an energy drink, but not quite an energy drink.
This is just an appetizer.
Ooh.
Oh, I can't wait.
I like it.
So it's like a morning starter, you know. Instead of
Well,
having a
it's
cup of
you know what it's
coffee,
honestly
have
you know
that.
what it's honestly meant for. In Scotland, it's meant as your hangover juice, like what you drink in the morning after drinking all night.
Okay.
So yeah, kind of a breakfast soda meant to kind of help with hunger.
Another near fall, and Henley again trying to get back into this matchup. Rolls through, shoulders down, kick out. There's Perez. Perez coming right in. Wheelbarrow. Oh, face first.
Oh, that could be it.
And Thea just getting up on the count. But as I was mentioning,
No. Back to your point, Thea Hale at the right place at the right time. And I told you.
Oh,
Look, I knew
Jesus.
this match was. Yeah.
And we go back to the
I knew this match was gonna be amazing, but damn.
Yeah, like I think Fallon and Kiana are underrated.
Well, they're both former tag team champions together. Fallon and
Yeah. Although, admittedly, when they won the championship, it didn't really make a lot of sense. But the only reason I don't think that Roxanne Perez will win Reign is because of the Kiana James feud. I think the two of them will cost each other the match. So I think it's down to Fallon and Thea.
I'm going towards Thea.
I am too.
Thea more than
I would just
Fallon.
prefer Thea. Nothing against Fallon. I love Thea. I think Thea is phenomenal. Yes, Sal.
Look,
Well
she's
done,
beyond
Thea.
ready.
Roxanne Perez is 1,000% ready for the main roster. I think Thea Hale is mainly ready for the main roster. But I also understand why they're waiting, because she's only 20 years old. She's got time. So they can shape her up some more down at the Performance Center. Oh, God. All right, we're going picture in picture. I don't know why I said it like that, but I did.
Ooh.
Okay, so I do like Iron Brew is good.
Good. Do they have any
It's a
other
little bit.
flavors?
No, Iron Brew comes in one flavor
Okay.
because it's not even meant to be like, it's not a flavor. Like, it's not like
Okay.
orange soda. It is literally not even listed as orange soda. It's carbonated flavor soft drink. The only reason I know it's got like citric acid in it, and it's got like, it doesn't even list what flavor they have in it.
Braun Breaker by late 2024. He should get called up. A Royal Rumble. I think
he gets called up. I think he gets called up early 2024. Royal Rumble, most likely.
Like, I don't think he's winning at the Iron Survivor match. And depending on how bad he does, he might get pulled up right away. I'll be right back.
Okay. We will we'll try the wafers in a little bit.
Did you breakfast? I'm constantly cleaning up water.
No.
There's a circle with a crack. Is it from this? Is this too hot on here?
Yeah, Thea Hale has like I think unlimited potential to just be a mainstay player in the women's division for a very long time. Roxanne as well. But I just, there's something about Thea Hale. She just gets it. And she's really good. One of her, like, she only had a few matches before she went against Tiffany Stratton in a submission match. And it was a very good match. I hope Triple H's got plans for Cora Jade. She's got to come back. She's also, for me, main roster ready, but I think she needs to come back to NXT and kind of reestablish herself first. And I know she's kind of recovering. I think she is recovering from an injury, but once she comes back from that, yeah. I don't remember what her injury was. It's been so long. I think it was an arm injury, but I'm not 100% on that. Kiana's kind of holding that move slightly wrong. She shouldn't be leaning back on her like that. She should have her sitting up. Because leaning back on that alleviates all the pressure of that move. Oh! Nice neck breaker there from Thea. Yeah, decent kick from Fallon. Oh, we're back. We're back.
For the final spot. This is their last chance to qualify for the Iron Survivor Challenge. A unique match this Saturday, to say the least, Book.
Yes, it is. It's that wild card. The last chance to get in, Vincent.
I'd like to see AJ Lee back if she's ready.
Iron Survivor Challenge is something totally different.
I think so too, Rain. Oh, Tower of Doom spot. Oh.
Kiana James in control. And of course, James Perez competed in this matchup last year. James didn't secure one decision. But with offense like we're seeing here tonight, the maturity from Kiana James's game, she could be a difference maker if she qualifies Saturday. Uh-oh.
There we go. Roxanne Perez is back in the match.
Perez, of course, who won the Iron Survivor Challenge match last year, looking to repeat, looking to make more history here in NXT.
Look at the growth of Roxanne Perez. I mean, her in-ring prowess. I mean, just that attitude is totally different. The fight in Roxanne Perez. Oh, yes, man.
Certainly has added an edge to herself and now is hitting anything and everything.
I was on Instagram earlier. This fan had met Triple H and told that Wes and Dom's match should be.
Pop rocks and it's countered.
Always talking about being able to wrestle is one thing, but in this business,
What NXT star you think is getting called up for the United States tournament? Probably Carmelo Hayes, but I don't know.
Beautiful shot by Roxanne Perez.
Kiana James now was the one standing tall moments ago, and instead, she is lying. Wait a second.
You know what this calls in? We about to take it to the street. Oh, yes, man. Get out the way, man. Move.
Booker, remember, there is no disqualification in this matchup.
You know what I said at the beginning of this thing? You win. That's what it's all about, man.
Well, right now, it's not about winning. It's about survival. And if you can survive tonight, you have a chance to become the Iron Survivor.
I'm back.
All right.
This Saturday, but I'm taking a look in the ring. These two are out here. We mentioned it, Booker. Could they look past themselves in this match?
Big gets a fight right, man. Definitely not keeping the eyes on the prize. Could be a mistake.
As we mentioned,
Juggernaut 97, thank you for the subscription over on YouTube.
in a very precarious position. What do you mean,
Give me some space, man. Give me some space.
Okay, it does work.
Okay.
God.
That was actually a very interesting table spot. It was like neither one of them like were ready for the move or anything like that. Oh, it just now let me know, even though I already knew. Thank you, Juggernaut, for the subscription. You get yourself a jumping T-Rex. The JB Thugger wants to know, who do you think will be called up from NXT for the United States tournament? Ooh, yeah.
Carmelo Hayes.
Wow, Fallon Henley.
Good for her.
Wow. Well, it also makes me feel like she's going to be the one that ends up taking the pinfalls.
Well, one of.
Most of them, probably. Juggernaut, absolutely. And quick shout out to Juggernaut097. Everybody, if you have the ability to jump on YouTube, go subscribe to his channel as well.
And what I mean by that is Booker.
Yeah, I wanted Thea to win too, but Fallon Henley will be a good addition.
Yeah.
No,
Now,
here's the thing.
next year we'll probably see Thea.
So here's the thing, Rotado. They have purposely designed the announce tables to basically collapse and then very quickly get put back up.
Yeah.
So it'll be back up by the next match.
Survivor this Saturday at Deadline.
Folks, don't forget we are streaming here on TikTok and on Twitch. Deadline this coming up Saturday. Join us.
Well, there we see Ilya Dragunov, the champion, arriving. Still to come, he will be face to face with his challenger on Saturday, Baron Corbin.
Thought you'd find someone to love you. I do it for the love of the game. I do it for the love of the game. I do it for the love of the... Thought you'd find someone to love you. I do it for the love of the game. I do it for the love of the game. I do it for the love of the...
Okay.
Laura, we just saw 4 women give it everything.
That was
they
an
had
interesting
in the last
segment.
chance match. The Iron Survivor Challenge field is now set. Who do you see winning at Deadline?
Fallon called her shot and fair play.
Juggernaut, I think
This
possibly
Iron Survivor
Stratton.
Challenge is so must see. I'm heading to Deadline myself
Honestly.
because I can't imagine not even.
If they're not calling Stratton up,
Something about this Iron Survivor Challenge.
probably
I can cash
her,
in this
but
contract whenever I want. Maybe I'll go to Deadline too, or maybe I'll cash it in tonight.
The power is in your hands, Lola. I'm ready whenever you are.
I'm always ready, baby.
Or maybe you'll get an early Christmas present and Lola will cash in that contract for a WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match.
Now that seems like a great idea.
Okay. Pero que chimos a tu eres? You should really mind your own business.
Seems like someone's projecting.
Let's see if you are always ready for a fight like you say you are, Lola. Because I am.
Oh, yeah?
Espérate. Not now. Do it in the ring.
okay.
Well, Booker,
Nice.
what we do know, there is the #1 contender
Interesting.
for the North American champion. Booker on crutches?
That's not good.
Booker, did you know
Oh,
about this?
that's not a good sign. Wesley is on crutches.
No.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, take your time. Diva, yeah, we've talked about this before. Let's finish fixing the tag team championship for the women first, and then let's get a mid card title in for them. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing one. I mean, especially it also, you know, there's a chance it can feel like a consolation prize, but there's also a chance that who knows, it might become more popular than anything else. Who knows, you know? So it could be a swerve, Jay. Honestly, it could be a swerve.
I'm back.
Mm-hmm. So Jay was saying that most likely means Wesley's not going to be fight Dom on Saturday. I was saying it could be a swerve.
I'm hoping it is, but I God, that would suck. I hope he's not actually injured. All right, let's try these Scottish wafers.
Yes, you will.
Let's see here. Oh, God damn it. Are they individual? Son of a bitch. You got a wrapper and another fucking wrapper. All right. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Now, I did go the dark chocolate route just because I prefer dark chocolate. They normally are traditionally just milk chocolate, but they also have the dark chocolate option, so I went the dark chocolate option. All right, here we go. Should be comparable title to the men's U.S. title at least. I'm hoping maybe more like a woman's IC. I'd like to see that happen, but I think we need to let's get the women's tag team division and their tag team titles more established. The only other belt I ever want added to WWE is a women's mid-card title. But we also need to kind of pad the women's roster a little bit more too.
No, that's getting there. Looks like a Kit Kat.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
Good.
Also, with the Iron Brews, I can almost justify the $14 for 6 because you can only have one a day.
Really?
I can tell you're not going to be drinking more than one a day. So you're getting 6 days for a little over $2 a day. That's not bad. By the way, apparently, Walmart sells these.
Really?
You can get these at Walmart. Amazon.com, Ratato. Probably got it. Or you can just come over. I'll give you one. I got 7 more. Well, 6 more. One has to go to my mom.
Yeah.
You're good.
North American champions of all time, Gargano, Reed, Grimes, taking on Wesley, who needs to win to face the current North American champion.
I wonder if they're going to show the Gooch spot.
Mysterio at deadline. Or
Sure.
Yeah, I don't think Mello wins tonight either.
Challenge Dirty Dom for the North American Championship. It's a fever pitch. It's the main event that Wesley
there it is.
needs to win.
Ladies and gentlemen, the inspiration for the Gooch Burger shirt that is available on our merch store. Link in bio.
Cardiac kick. Wow. The Cardiac Kid overcomes the odds again.
Look, y'all, we are 4 days away from deadline. And I was imagining smacking Dirty Dom all around the Total Mortgage Arena, hearing that 1, 2, 3, and then Alicia's beautiful angelic voice announcing and new NXT North American Champion. But unfortunately, it won't be happening like that. Now, I don't say this out of uncertainty or doubt, because one-on-one, man-to-man, Dominic Mysterio cannot handle the heart from the King of the West Side. The same heart that will take on any and every opponent under any circumstance. The same heart that all of you and all of you cheered and supported week in and week out and gave me the strength to do things that I never imagined I could. But that support won't help me right now. It won't bring back the feeling to my legs. And it will not eliminate the excruciating pain that I am in just by standing in the ring talking to you right now. It's gonna take surgery and time. Now, I'm unsure on when you will see me again. But just as I had rose from the ashes to become one of the greatest champions to step foot in this NXT ring, I will return to further cement my legacy as one of the best to ever do this.
No, unfortunately, we don't know what happened to his leg. I don't remember him having any issues during that match.
Now, this is not a goodbye. And I am far from being done. Let's just say, for now, I'll see you later.
The fact that they let him come out and address the crowd was pretty good. I'm curious how they're going to handle this.
Oh! Look, everyone! Wesley is going home again!
There's still a piece of me that thinks it's a work.
It could be. It could be.
Wes, I don't doubt that you need back surgery. You know,
back surgery?
Looks like you can barely stand.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something, man. Imagine how my back feels from carrying all of the WWE for the past 2 years. While you're gone for another year recovering, sitting at home like the rest of these people, watch what I do with this title. And since you won't be at Deadline this Saturday, I guess I have the night off to just chill with mommy.
Hey, whoa. Pump the brakes down. You will not have a match against me at Deadline. But you are still going to be competing. But don't take my word for it, dog. Take it from somebody that you're a bit more closely related to.
Hey, Dominic! Dominic! What's up, son? Unfortunately for you, this Saturday is not a night off. In fact, you'll be defending the North American title at Deadline. And to be more clear, I'll be at Deadline to see this title match take place. And I'll be in the corner of the man who is going to take that North American Championship away from you. Oh, and that man is my brother, mi hermano, the future of Lucha Libre.
Dragon Lee.
Dragon Lee. Good luck, son. See you Saturday.
Nice.
Booker, Dom has finally been done dirty. Dragon Lee's back.
That's big news, man. That's big news. That's so great. With Dom and Bobby.
Mysterio thought he'd have the night off on Saturday. Our hearts, by the way, go out to Wes Lee. But we, in Dominic Mysterio, now focused on Dragon Lee. And Lee getting him a dirty Dom. In the future of Lucha Libre.
Come on, Dom's not ready, man. This is a sneak attack.
Oh, if he ain't ready tonight, he's got till Saturday.
You're good, Rocky. You're never late. You're right on time.
At Deadline,
Good seeing you, Rocky.
Dragon Lee finally captured the North American Championship. But moments ago, Booker, I was told of an altercation that took place in the trainer's room.
Do not touch me. Give her some space. Give her some space. Are you okay?
Izzy, don't think I haven't noticed you having my back.
Yeah, of course. But
No, I didn't hear that, Rocky.
Roxanne Perez, I will literally end her. Oh yeah, Kiara? You're gonna end me? Huh? What did you
I wonder why.
You think Dom loses? I think now he does it.
Oh yeah?
I think Judgment Day will interfere, but I don't think he does. I don't know if they're going to give it to Dragon Lee. Although I'd like to see him give it to Dragon Lee. Ken Shamrock got signed to a Legends deal. I'm all for it. He's a legend. So we're going to get Roxanne Perez versus Kiana James at Deadline. That's good.
This isn't just a game.
I mean, they like. I don't know. Like, obviously, they. I think the plan was that Wesley was supposed to beat him, right?
Yeah.
So they had planned on Dom losing the title and moving forward. Juan Jose, thanks for liking the stream. Got yourself a hopping T-Rex. So maybe they pull the trigger and give it to Dragon Lee. I think it would help push him up a little bit. So I'd be all for it. At the same time, because you don't know how long Wesley's going to be out. So I don't know. This is a weird situation. Is Ava hosting?
Really is.
I mean, maybe Ava is hosting Deadline because she just literally said, "I'll go get the match made." Like, that was kind of weird, but we'll see. I don't like the main roster people on here. I think they're trying to make it more of a third brand than a rookie. It's absolutely a third brand and not just a rookie brand. So that's one of the reasons they bring. Yeah. But also, even if it is a rookie brand, by bringing people from the main roster down, it helps elevate your rookies. It helps. It's basically bringing eyes to the product. Yeah. Now, I don't think that they should be carrying the title as long as like Dom's been carrying it. I can understand having them win it as a transitional thing, but not carrying it for as long as he has. I prefer him not to carry it that long. Yes, we will be streaming Deadline. That'll be on all platforms. TikTok will have the actual footage. We'll also have it on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Hopefully, we're going to have a special guest for Deadline. It's not certain, so I don't want to say who it is yet. Not certain. We'll look into it. It might actually be 2 special guests. But again, it are you still trying to get tickets to the Rumble? Yes, still trying to get tickets to the Rumble. This is the most expensive Royal Rumble I have seen in a very long time. The cheapest tickets, like nosebleed, very top of the arena, like double Z row, is like $170 a ticket. It didn't cost me that much a ticket to go to WrestleMania, much less the Royal Rumble. So, now granted, the WrestleMania I went to was the first one back with people. So, and they can only sell so many seats and all that, but do you think Cody will go back-to-back? I don't think Cody wins the Rumble. I think Cody gets his spot from the Elimination Chamber. I think whoever wins the Rumble will almost immediately challenge Rollins for the World Heavyweight title, leaving a spot open for Roman Reigns in the Universal title, and then that will be a number 1 contenders match at the Elimination Chamber in which Cody will win that. Then again, I could be wrong. That's just what I'm thinking.
This is our fantasy booking.
Guys, don't forget, if you are on TikToks, tap that screen a whole bunch of time. Let's get those likes up on there. Also, share it out there so we can get more people in the crowd. NXT is the greatest wrestling show on television today, and more people need to watch it. So let's get this out there, get more people to it, and let's definitely get it out there so people know to watch.
The live wire that is going to cut through all the competition.
Keanu Carver. I didn't come here to break out. I'm here to break bodies.
The name's Tavion Heights, so get with it, because we coming from the top, and we ain't leaving till that's where we staying.
This is my time to be way at the top. Me and my guys gonna pay out the block.
Dion Lennox, a competitive fury, a ferocity, a passion, work ethic unmatched.
My guys are high risers, high price.
Outside of the ring, I'm referred to as a legal eagle of the law, and that will translate inside the ring when I file a motion to win.
It ain't a game now.
I'm Miles Bourne. I'm the last of a dying breed, and 2024 will be my year. I'm gonna make my mark.
Lions coming out to play now. Opposition out the way now.
Sweeping through the trees, uprooting, changing the landscape. That is what Trey Bearhill is bringing. I am the ruler, the destroyer, and to every single man, I will allocate my judgment accordingly.
This breakout looks sick.
Iron Survivor, I'm not 100% sure on these matches. It's like, yeah, it's Paxley. A whole new gimmick for Tatum Paxley, but it's also, it goes back to her previous gimmick, so I'm all for it.
Yeah.
That's what stops you. I'm stay away from that one right there.
I don't know if Punk's gonna win the Rumble or not. I mean, that could rub a lot of people the wrong way in the locker room, and you got to worry about that. I do believe Brock will be a surprise entrant, almost to the point where it won't even be a surprise. But
yeah, it's gonna be one of the worst kept surprises out there.
I think Trick right now is still my pick to win the Iron Survivor match.
I can see that.
I don't know if it's going to be
Tiffany's
Tiffany.
a good call.
Tiffany's always a good call, but at the same time, I think they might be getting ready to put her on the main roster.
Yeah. I think the matches with Becky really helped her get noticed by the people at the main roster.
Yeah, I don't know why Mackenzie Mitchell got fired, but she did, unfortunately. He was the backstage interviewer.
Oh, wait a minute. What is that?
That's what I asked you. The puzzling, and you didn't want to touch it. Now you're interested. Now that you're intrigued. Paxley, now nice.
All right.
Unique submission.
All right.
I like that. That was cool. Why nobody's ever done it before? I have no idea.
And a near fall in this match. But, look, I gotta go back to what we just saw.
Is her husband Vic? I don't know.
What we heard.
I don't know.
Dominic Mysterio, Dragon Lee will now compete for the North American title this Saturday at Deadline. Rey Mysterio, by the way, the Hall of Famer, will be in the corner of Dragon Lee. But I have to focus on Wes Lee for a moment because we received word during the commercial break that Wes Lee will have to get back surgery, recovery time, 8 to 12 months.
Talked about not being able to pull his legs.
Oh, wow.
8 to 12 months.
I know a little bit about that. I was on the shelf for about 3 months dealing with sciatica, so hopefully Wesley will get back 100%.
All the best to Wesley, but right now it is Lola Vice who's been in control of this matchup. Tatum Paxley doing her best.
I actually do like the way they're booking Lexis King. I'm not a fan of the name, but like the King part I love. First part sounds like a card. But I do like how they're booking him, like kind of tying him into this whole Carmelo Hayes trick. It puts him at the top of the NXT roster right away. So I like that.
Dragunov and Corbin, and we saw the women earlier.
The thing is, the way they filmed that backstage segment, it's not exactly sure that Alexis King is the one that did the attacking.
Yeah, exactly.
He just went up behind Trick. So there's still a good chance it could have been Carmelo.
Iron Survivor Summit as Paxley focused on Lola Vice, charges in, and look, Tatum Paxley. I could use the word puzzling. She came to play.
Tatum Paxley looking great tonight. Unorthodox offense, but it's definitely working. But Lola Vice right now, she's got that vice grip. Like, whoa,
but got overpowered by Paxley.
Man.
Brutal.
Maybe Lola Vice is too focused on the power that she holds in her hand. That contract has Paxley back on top, and Lola Vice again can execute her championship.
See, I had not heard that. I had heard that he changed his name because he didn't want to be in his father's shadow anymore. Like, not like the vignette said, but more of like he wanted to make a name for himself. And I had not heard that AEW trademarked the name.
Bringing the noise, I must say.
They throw this at you, bro. Lola Vice coming out the gates a little bit slow in this match, but she bought into her own hype, so to speak.
I mean, you win the breakout tournament. I mean, of course you're going to feel a little something about yourself. It's like having a championship. It makes you 30% better, but you got to be on top of your game here at NXT every night, man.
Look at the submission.
Oh, pardon me, folks. Anyways.
As her shoulders were down, and Paxley really has not taken her foot off the gas in this match, but just got caught in another submission locked in. And this is where Lola Vice is most dangerous, when she gets you down on the mat and locks in that vice grip.
Right there by Tatum Paxley, get to that bottom rope quickly.
Kinda, Jay.
A little bit. Now, I think that's one of the reasons, like, that was her character before she really got known. It was actually like that. And, because Tatum Paxley, I believe, was an independent wrestler prior to this. But I think they changed it because of that similarity. And plus, you had Schism and all that.
Could this be it? Into the cover. Hook of the leg. And actually able to kick out, continuing to show that fight. Whoa! Shoulders down, and Maxley almost able to sneak one
so close
in this
right
matchup.
there.
Oh!
Cueto's no chance, my friend. Cueto's no
Okay.
chance.
Yeah, I figured Lola Vice because you got to push her up. The winner of the thing, you got to push her up. So AEW did not trademark Brian Pillman Jr. Brian chose to do the name change to pay tribute to his stepfather and his late sister Alexis. So now I feel bad for saying I don't like the name Lexis because that's his late sister. But he does own the rights to Brian Pillman Jr. AEW does not own those rights.
It was a tough night, huh?
Yeah, you should see the other guy.
Yeah, I did see the other guy. Looked like you pushed his buttons and paid for it. Maybe you want this?
No, I don't want that. And why didn't you give me like a heads up or something? It's like your vision was impaired.
Nathan, you're a smart man. You should have known better. I think you kind of got what you deserved.
All right, okay. Well, I guess
Paxley and Blair team up.
Nathan, I'm not trying to pick a fight with you, but if you feel like I have any sort of responsibility for the way you look right now, and you want to do something about it, I understand. So whenever that heals up, let's go out there and compete like the good old times.
Yeah, let's beat the hell out of each other. And, shake hands afterwards.
Yeah, and leave this whole thing behind us.
Sounds good to me, amigo. But fair warning, though, your face is going to look a hell of a lot worse than mine when I'm done with you, pal.
Oh, no, I cannot afford to lose the moneymaker.
So we're gonna get Nathan Frazier and Axiom. Should be a good match. I can't watch the entrance of Axiom, but other than that, I think they're kind of doing something with Paxley that might be like almost. Remember Mickie James' obsession with Trish Stratus?
Yeah.
I kind of feel like they're doing something similar with her and Lyra, which would be interesting. This is that mixed six-way tag. Yeah, it's a little like Sin Cara's.
It's better than Sin Cara's, but.
As you can hear the NXT universe on their feet for Alpha Academy. It's six-person tag team action. Alpha Academy, Metaphor, next live on NXT.
This should be a fun match.
It really should.
I'm really looking forward
I
to
think
it.
it'll also show. It'll give a chance to show off the other members of Metaphor and their skills and what they can actually do in the ring instead of just being the backup dancers for Noam Dar.
I mean, Mensa's had a few matches. Last Legend had a couple. She was in the breakout tournament, which was really good. But yeah, it'll be more of a highlight for them than just sitting around Noam Dar. Be right back.
Okay.
Ow!
What did you do? My brother getting attacked by lights.
My light fell and hit me right in the bridge of my nose. That sucked ass.
You gonna need a Band-Aid?
I'm gonna come back from break with a black eye and shit.
Apparently, I have my own personal co-host. Hey, that's mine. Folks, thanks for joining us tonight on whatever platform you're joining us on. Remember, if you're on YouTube, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not. Greatly appreciate it. It helps us out. Twitch, follow if you can. Subscribe. Greatly appreciate it just for following. TikTok, tap that screen a lot. Get those likes ups and those thumbs ups a lot. Stuff like that. Thanks for following us. Facebook, share. My co-host, Gomer. Mello versus Jay, I think would be a good match, and I think would work for both of them with their styles and stuff like that. My problem is who works face, who works heel. You know, Don't Tell Super Kitty is the best. See, technically, I'm Super Beard's co-host, so I've got my own personal co-host here, who has his claw in my shirt. It's all good. Tyler, how's it going on, man?
Rattata, I saw that. Rattata. Just because you're right doesn't mean you have to say it. Mean. I'm gonna take this flimsy ass light down.
Might be a good idea.
That hurt like a mother, dude. Like, god damn, that hurt. It got dark in here. It's all moody lighting. I joined late, so what's happening so far in NXT? Fill them in while I fix this light.
Yes, 4 days until I capture the last piece of the puzzle.
Wait, aren't you a little bit worried about the Mad Dragon?
All right,
He's about to
so the
snap. Are you
women's
gonna have security out
final
You think I need security, really?
free-for-all
That's
basically
funny,
for
but no,
their
I have the
Iron
Mad
Survivor
Dragon
match
exactly right
happened,
when I'm out of his mind
and
and out of control. And it's gonna be
Kiana
so
James
sweet to take
won.
that title off him Saturday.
Which also during it set up a match that'll happen later tonight. Wesley is not medically cleared to wrestle anymore. He needs back surgery, so Rey Mysterio has Dragon Lee replacing Wesley for Saturday. Which, by the way, yes, we are streaming.
Again, go to NXT and I'm just finding that video surveillance footage. Does this now change your opinion on everything that's going on?
Not my opinion on somebody need to find out who the hell Anonymous is.
What did I miss from the surveillance? I wasn't looking. Tyler, how's it going? What was that? Go ahead.
Yeah, so the surveillance, Trick and Carmella were in the trainer's room talking and stuff like that. Trick left after getting hyped up, and then Carmelo got a text on his phone and got up and followed Trick out a few moments later.
Oh, okay. Is that footage? It might be footage from the time of the attack. So even if Lexus King was the one who actually physically attacked him, it looks like it might have been Carmelo that sowed the seeds. Yeah. Tyler, we don't do AEW. It's not really into it. They have great matches, but the stories just don't do it for me. So we very rarely cover AEW. We'll talk about it, but we don't really cover it. But I am super looking forward to this weekend. We've got Deadline coming up. It's going to be amazing. Yes, for Tato, I think that the Metaphors entrance is so freaking cool. And arguably the best entrance of any faction. I was literally just thinking that when you typed that up. All right, hopefully this light doesn't fall on me and try to break my fucking nose. God damn, that hurt. I got a new camera coming in, so I was planning on taking down this anyways. I buckled TikTok on their TikTok shop. They have one of those. It's basically a mini DSLR. And it's got the screen that folds out, so you can have it point at yourself and still see what you're filming. So I figured for Geeky Kitchen and when I go do like vlogs out and about, it'll be good to have. So I was gonna take this light down anyways because this is actually on a selfie stick style tripod.
Right. Tyler, I completely agree with you. Can't wait for NXT to come to CW in October next year.
Yeah, it should be interesting getting NXT on CW.
Heritage Cup matchup. And again, this is a mixed person tag team matchup. The men fight the men, the women
My
fight the
only
women.
fear about it going to CW is we get more commercial breaks.
Heritage Cup champion. Give him props.
That's possible.
Because he was in the ring with a world-class athlete. I'm talking about Olympic caliber.
Admittedly, like CW is pretty good about not having massive commercial breaks.
Yeah, well, the main man,
Like most of the shows they do, most of the shows they do
Yeah.
on CW don't have like think about that, like think about like Supernatural. Obviously, to me,
Okay.
the greatest show of all time.
I'm right there with you.
Every episode was 46 to 50 minutes long. That's an hour program, but that's only 10 minutes of commercial, 10 to 12 minutes of commercials. Same with The Flash. The Flash was a half an hour show, but it was a 24-minute show. That means only 2 commercial breaks. Like, they're pretty good about not having a ton of commercial breaks on CW. Now, granted, CW is doing a massive overhaul of the way they do their channel, so we have to wait and see, but we also have till October of next year.
Right. That's a long ways away.
Oh, and Metaphor saving it. Did you see that? I didn't. I just saw Lash Legend tag in, which means Maxine Dupree does not need to tag. She can come into the matchup. I don't think that means...
How tall is Lash Legend?
He's very tall. Because Maxine's actually pretty tall, too. I think Maxine's like 5'10", 5'11". The Lash Legend's got to be over 6 foot.
Took down Lash, cover, and we were a half second away.
I'm hoping that Maxine gets the pin in this match.
It would be nice.
Because I do feel like Alpha Academy's going to go over here. You know, being cheated out of the Heritage Cup and everything else.
So I'm noticing something with Maxine that I didn't notice a lot with Chad. Maxine can tell the difference between the NXT size of the ring versus the WWE ring size.
Pretty sure the rings are the same size.
They may be, but I'm noticing the kind of a stutter step in Maxine when she was running the ropes. So,
well, she learned at the Performance Center. He was taught by a certain type of person. Chad had a lot of upbringing at the Performance Center, but trained outside of the Performance Center. It could just be who trained him.
Rain, so real quick catch up. The women's final qualifier for the Iron Survivor match happened, and Hale won. We had was that when Wesley did his thing, or was there a match after that?
No, Wesley came out after the Iron Survivor qualifier match, and
Wesley can no longer he can't wrestle right now because of the amount of pain and the back surgery he needs to have. So they were saying that he'll be out for 8 to 12 months. Then we had
Dragon Lee. Hang on, you're skipping something.
Oh, no, you're right.
Dragon Lee is stepping in to face Dominic at Deadline for the North American title. And real quick before you continue on, I also hope that WWE signs Okada. I don't know if it's going to happen, but maybe, hopefully. But I could also see Okada going with AEW just because of the freedom of schedule.
Right. That's for me. That's what AEW has over WWE. I'm sorry, folks. My co-host decided to explore the set. Move.
Okay. Maxine and Ivy as a tag team, I think, is great. I think they did awesome in that tag team turmoil match, and I think they have a lot of good chemistry together. I think it goes great. I think WWE and NXT is going to be fire in 2024. Thoughts on women's division needing mid cards like NXT? So we did talk about this a little bit earlier, Tyler, but I'll bring it back up because you weren't here. I don't want to see any more titles in WWE except for one, and that's a women's mid card title. However, before we get the women's mid card title, we need to fully establish. Words are hard. Establish the women's tag team titles as prestigious titles, which they're doing. It's a slow roll, but they are building them up. Once those are solidified, then and you have I think the main roster for the women needs to get a little bit more depth also before we bring up the tag team championships. But you meant does NXT need a tag team? I don't think there's enough women on NXT's roster either to demand its own separate tag team championship. That being said, they are signing more people, and they could eventually do that. But God damn, my nose hurts. I feel like I'm bleeding in the nut. So yeah, I don't think NXT needs a women's tag teams championship right now, but I would like to see them maybe start to defend the main roster titles like they used to, also on NXT. That could be something that was done. Dragon Lee's just substituting for everybody. Yeah, he is.
I think they need to establish some female tag teams down in NXT first. Give us a reason for the tag team titles to actually come down to NXT.
Yeah, exactly. You know? And right now I don't think they necessarily have the roster for that. You know, I mean, there's a lot of people backstage that are getting ready to make their mark on TV in the women's division, and then you might be able to start doing that. But for right now, I just don't think you have the roster to do
that. Jay, yes, they did have tag team titles. Fire and Dawn held it, but there was a unification match, which Fire and Dawn should have won, but they didn't. And they have been absent ever since.
But also, that's because 2 of your most established women's tag teams in NXT got moved up to the main roster. And then Fallon and Kiana broke up as a team. You don't really have any other teams, really. Maybe the women of Metaphor could be a team. You have Lola Vice and Elektra. They're starting to build it back up to where you could have women's tag teams again in NXT, but you just don't have enough yet.
Otis is Chad Gable's #1 guy. He's been sitting under the learning tree of Gable, and look at Otis. As much as we'll talk about No Dar, but why have Otis, Maxine Tozawa, why have they shined under Chad Gable?
Ooh, big elbow.
Oh my God.
Big elbow.
That was a big shot, but no doubt. Chad Gable is a hell of a teacher. He's an awesome coach, Vic. Expert.
Ooh.
Expert toolage.
Good God.
This has turned into a wrecking ball of sorts in this matchup. Got a big shot, big knee right to the snout.
Okay.
All right.
Did you hear that spat from over here? Oh, I just saw that.
You think that first shot knocked the wind out of him? Oh my God, man.
Mensa crawling over almost out of desperation. Tagging and lashing out. Maxine has to enter the matchup. Men fight the men. Women fight the women.
What's up, Spicy?
Since Thanksgiving Jello.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Well, after what we just witnessed, Maxine from the top, turning this matchup right around. Then Dupree hitting that suplex on Legend. Now she goes into the cover. Hook of the leg isn't going to be enough, and Mensa might have saved the match because I don't know how much Lash Legend has left.
Holy.
Yeah, that's just insane.
Have you ever seen anything like that?
No, man.
And Gable wipes out main man Mensa. Maxine now with Lash. Drop. Well, that's certainly quite the moment that maybe Lash wants to forget, but what is this? Alpha Academy
I think another thing I like about the NXT crowd is because it is so small and it is that enclosed arena and stuff like that, you really feel when the crowd's into somebody, you know?
Which, by the way, they are more packed than ever. They have been for the last few weeks.
Agreed.
Oh my God, Noam Dar tapped. Wow. Ew, Fats, that's gross. Well, wait, that's only 5 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours. Yeah, okay. But the fact you're just now getting a break that's sick. I don't know why. My first thought went to 3 a.m. Fats for some reason.
I'm glad to see Chad starting to grapevine that ankle lock.
A huge moral victory for Alpha Academy. Look, you know what? You may need to learn some of those dance moves from Tozawa. Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah, me too, JR.
Yeah. Are you two lost? Listen, you can leave through the door or through the window.
Yeah, your choice.
Oh! This is y'all's place.
Yeah, makes sense. Just try to be funny.
Not at all. Seriously, got 3 beers on Hank and Tank. We're here to talk business. Just a few minutes of your time.
I like Hank and Tank.
You've got until we've drank these.
I do too.
I agree, Fats. Alpha Academy's long overdue for a tag team.
Next level as a tag team.
Because we want it all. Glory, championships, everything.
But we're not just going to get there overnight, right? It's like any great movie.
So we have to pick a fight with the guys who've done it all. And nobody is more decorated in all of NXT than Gallus. You want to face us? For real? Absolutely not.
Yeah, there's plenty of other guys that want to slap you about.
I was thinking, well, hey, maybe you could put it in a language that the boys would understand.
We take. Let's get these bam pots some haggis and watch a Glasgow Rangers game, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's it. That's it. Embrace it. Mr. Wolfie, embrace how annoyed you feel right now with Hank and Tank. Let's not dust up this nice bar. Why don't you shut us up in the ring next Tuesday?
So if we agree to batter you next week, you'll leave right now then?
Yeah.
See you next week then.
Just remember, you need to learn to walk before you run with a Gallus firm.
Okay. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Excuse me, Ava, can we ask what you were doing in Shawn Michaels' office?
We're 4 days away from deadline, and things are out of control around here. You saw what happened in the trainer's room. Roxanne Perez and Kiana James cannot keep their hands off of each other. So it's official. This Saturday at deadline, Kiana and Roxanne will finally settle their differences in a steel cage match.
Oh, shit. Oh, deadline is going to be amazing.
It just keeps stacking more and more.
This is going to be one hell of a PLE.
Do you think they stick with the plan with Dom and get the title off of him?
I honestly don't know. Yeah, I think it's got to be Tiffany Stratton, right?
It's got to be.
This Saturday. It's got to be Tiffany Stratton.
Spicy, to answer your question, Wesley cannot wrestle due to need of a back surgery. They announced he'll be out to 8 to 12 months. He said that he could not feel his legs and that he was in so much pain it hurt just standing in the middle of the ring to make the announcement. With the tears that were coming off of his eyes and stuff like that, I honestly think it was completely true.
Yeah, it feels very legit. I would actually say if not Tiffany, I could see it being Blair Davenport, because Blair Davenport and Lyra Valkyria have a little bit of history, and the two of them going at it would be great. I don't know if Last Legend is somebody that's ready to go for a world title. Like, if they give it to Lash, you know that when she faces Lyra, she's not winning. You just know it. You know, she's still very
However,
fresh. I mean, she was just in the breakout tournament. I mean, that slam was amazing. Don't get me wrong, but that doesn't prove that you're a wrestler. That proves that you're strong.
No.
Like, again, like, she was just in the breakout tournament. You already have Lola Vice, who has a contract at any time she wants. So to have two people from the breakout tournament kind of already be in that spot feels a little weird. So if it's not Tiffany, I'm going to say Blair Davenport. Although I could see Fallon Henley maybe coming out of nowhere as that wild card, but I really think it'd be either Tiffany or Blair. Those are the ones I'm
Let's watch how this interview goes, because that might give us a few clues on what's going on.
Possibly. Still think Trick is the one from the men's though.
I'm not backing down from that.
Tyler, I missed your comment earlier. I apologize. I love wrestling any company. I'm trying. Need to get into NXT more. I love the main roster. Main roster is great, but for me, NXT is the greatest wrestling show in all of television. It's this perfect combination of like 80s over the top gimmicks, goofy wrestling, and then very seriously highly skilled matches, like top tier matches. And I think it's got everything you'd want as a wrestling fan. It's got every bit of it. There's something for everyone at NXT. You know, like, no offense to the main roster and no offense to AEW, but each one of those is kind of niche. WWE is a little bit more broad. AEW is almost very niche. Though they are expanding themselves, unfortunately not very well, but born with autism. I love any wrestling. Tyler, I feel you there. I'm also on the autism spectrum. In fact, I've been diagnosed with Asperger's, which it's not called that anymore, but it's just easier to say that. So I understand that thought. But yeah, wrestling is such a good form of escapism. It's the drama and anticipation of a blockbuster film with the athleticism and talent of a sporting event, thus sports entertainment. And I think it has something for everybody, and it amazes me when people look down on wrestling as this low brow type of entertainment, and I don't see that at all. It's amazing.
Right, I kind of agree with you on that statement. But also one of the problems is they've got too many superstars in their roster right now. And you can see how they book the matches, stuff like that. Like, most of their PLEs have got like 12 to 13 matches on them that are like just fast-paced spot fest with no true story in the match, and they're just trying to get as many people on as they can.
My biggest issue with AEW is not just the storytelling; it's the lack of in-ring psychology. They're just spot fest. Are they fun to watch? Absolutely. But you should be telling a story in the ring and not just with promos. And I think AEW lacks that a little bit. Favorite wrestling of all time? You mean favorite wrestler? My favorite wrestler of all time is Shawn Michaels. My favorite wrestling era was the Attitude Era, although this current modern era is really good.
And it keeps getting better.
It'd be interesting to see how this goes.
Bridgeport, Connecticut, and tonight I am joined by the 5 superstars who have earned the right to compete in the one-of-a-kind match known as the Iron Survivor Challenge. So right now, let's meet those superstars, starting with Tiffany Stratton.
Trained by none other than Ken Anderson at the Academy.
Lash legend Blair Davenport. Kalani Jordan.
Yeah.
And Fallon Henley.
Yeah, we found out this past.
Fallon.
Did not realize, but we found out this past Saturday when we had Ken Anderson on the show that he had actually trained Tiffany Stratton.
Lyra Valkyria for the NXT Women's Championship. But tonight, They will all have an opportunity to take the floor and tell you why they believe they will be the Iron Survivor. Now, ladies, I spoke to all of you before the summit, and we've all agreed we're going to keep things moving. However, if someone does mention your name, you have the opportunity to quickly respond. With that said, Tiffany Stratton, you're up.
There's no other way to start this, is there, Byron? It all starts and stops with the center of the universe. Besides, I am the favorite going in this Saturday. And it's not only because I'm the most gifted superstar, the most talented superstar, the most athletic superstar. Oh, I could go on. And I mean, Charlotte Flair herself shouted me out and said that I am the future of the women's division. Who else can say that? No one. Besides, I am the only one in this ring that's actually even held the NXT Women's Championship. And it's only a matter of time before I reclaim my Tiffy title and become a Tiffy two-time. All I see is 4 participation trophies and 1 winner.
Well, Tiffany, you are the most decorated competitor in this match. However, perhaps the competitor with the most potential is Kalani Jordan. So, Kalani, how do you plan to be the Iron Survivor?
Byron, you're saying things I already know. Yes, I'm the newest one here, the one with the least experience, and I don't know what to expect going into the Iron Survivor Challenge. But who does? Last time I checked, none of y'all were in the match last year.
Good point.
If anything, I prepped my entire life for this moment. My outstanding gymnastics career has made my endurance top notch. So I
Kalani's
know
great. She's
how to go
so good.
25 minutes. And when I step into that ring, I'm gonna cut a pace that none of these girls can keep up with me, even if they tried. For the record, I did gymnastics too. Tiff, we'll see if you can keep up with me. Please don't tip me. Yuck.
Okay, let's please keep things on track here, and let's move along to Last Legend.
About time, Byron. And first of all, Kalani, that was real cute. Too bad nobody actually wants to hear you speak, okay? All right. And second of all, Tiffany, you claim to be the most athletic. I beg to differ. But
They probably brought Byron down to NXT because they let go of Mackenzie Mitchell.
Yeah.
So you can keep saying toodles to that title. Now, since y'all want to talk about strategy, hello, have y'all not seen me with the Heritage Cup champion, Noam Dar? So I would think I know a couple of things about multiple fin falls, okay? So, if you want to know my strategy, it's very, very simple. I'm bougie, and no matter how long I'm in that ring, I'm gonna bully all y'all little asses up into that penalty box. Thank you.
Lash, what's your excuse gonna be when the new girl sends your ass to the penalty box?
Hold on now, rookie. That ain't gonna happen, so tone it down. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Getting a little tense here. Blair?
Sorry, I'm not here to one-up everyone with witty one-liners. No, that's not my style. Byron, I don't like anyone in here in this ring right now. And I really don't care about any of your opinions about me either. But do you notice no one's going to try come for me because you are all afraid that you're going to be on the shelf just like Nikita Lyons and Sol Ruka. Gigi Dolan, she tried to challenge me, but I took care of her as well. So, if you all thought I was vicious before, well, you better wait and see what...
We get it. You don't care about anyone in this ring. Just like I don't care whose ass I have to kick on Saturday to become the #1 contender. I mean, Blair, I'll knock you out right in the penalty box. And Lashy Poo, if you want to take this to the Meta Lounge, no problem. And nothing would thrill me more than to knock Miss Tiffy Whiffy right off her high horse. And Kalani, I don't really have any beef with you, but we're both after the same thing, and anything goes in this Iron Survivor Challenge because I am hyped up after my victory from tonight. And I'm going to continue to ride that momentum right to deadline.
Don't even think about.
You have about a 0% chance of winning the Iron Survivor Challenge.
Yeah, Nikita should be back soon. They showed her last week.
Chance opportunity on someone like you. What a tragedy.
I know you ain't just cut me off.
I did. Get over it. You know, wasted a chance on me, Tiffany. You better count your blessings.
Ladies, you said you weren't gonna do this.
You know, Byron, you know what they say? Well-behaved women seldom make history. So, Tiffy.
Oh.
Yeehaw, bitch.
Sorry, but.
Booker, these 5 women will compete to beat the clock. Who will be the Iron Survivor? Saturday at Deadline.
I'm sure when Nikita comes back, they'll start pushing her for a title run.
What you doing? I'm locking in my prospects. I just pick more or less on player stats.
To a point where Rod, I can kind of see it. Legitimately, I could see either Fallon or Jordan win this now.
I don't see either one of them winning. I don't see Lash winning either. Blair and Tiffany are the only ones to me that make any sense. Like, it'll be nice. It'll be a good showcase for like Kaylani, but you know she is, you know, the rookie. Lash is also technically a rookie, and
yeah,
if either one of them did win, there's no way in hell they win the title. It just so it doesn't make any sense to have them. They need to be built up. Like, we don't need to see everybody get a title shot at the beginning of their career. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What time start NXT Deadline? I think it's 5 start for me. I live in Arizona. So we're on the East Coast, so I do everything on East Coast time. So just so you know, so you can do the math, it is currently 9:18 where we are. So I believe in Arizona, it's 7:18 where you are, if I'm correct. We'll be going live on TikTok and Twitch and on YouTube at 7 p.m. Eastern for the kickoff show, which should be 5 o'clock your time. The deadline officially starts at 8 p.m. Eastern our time, which should be 6 o'clock your time. I can make this easier. I can just look up current time in Arizona.
You, JR, yes, that was a fun segment.
Yeah, they're 2 hours behind. We'll be doing Deadline on all platforms. If you want to actually watch the PLE, we'll have it on TikTok where you can actually view it. Otherwise, it'll be our watch reactions on everything else. There is a chance that we will have a very special guest on Saturday. I am not 100%. We are still working out some things, so I'm not going to name who it is. Once I get some kind of like locked in time on everything and locked in confirmation, I will put out a TikTok or something saying that they'll be there. But if Lola Vice gets up to the main roster, who should she first feud with? I think we're a long way away from Lola Vice making it up to the main roster, so it's kind of hard to pick that one.
Yeah. And that's at least 2 years.
That is the other reason. Yes, NXT Deadline is definitely going to be a banger for sure. It is such a stacked card right now. But that's my other reason that I don't want a bunch of rookies getting title shots, because you've already got the breakout star, the breakout tournament winner getting a title shot. That's a rookie getting a title shot. And I don't think they're going to pull the trigger. Oh, it's Axiom's entrance. Don't look.
At tribute for the troops.
Right, look away, look
Chewy,
away.
by the way, welcome to the chat. Chewy, welcome to the chat. And you know what? If Natalia's still on the roster when Lola Vice gets up there, I can see that happening.
The interaction they had 1 week ago. Booker, I'm sure you're not buying into their gentleman's agreement, if you will.
I love WWE Tribute for the Troops as well. It was really cool when I was in the Army that they actually did it at my base, and I got to experience it live. That was so much fun. And I was a cook, so in my dining facility, we did a signing. We had John Cena, primetime players, Santino Marella, and Caitlyn. So they came to our dining facility. They ate our food. They hung out with us a little bit. It was really, really cool. If Melo or Braun was to be pushed up to the main roster right now, who should be their feud with? I think Miz is always kind of your gatekeeper, so that's a good possibility. But if the rumors are true that it's going to be Carmelo as the NXT call-up for the U.S. tournament, I could see maybe not winning against Logan right away, but it's setting up a feud with him and Logan, because those two would be a fire combination. I can't watch Axiom's entrance, Eddie, because it makes me want to vomit. Like, I get literal motion sickness from his entrance. I feel like I'm drunk, even though I'm drinking Hangover here right now. And I don't drink. I actually don't drink.
You think Axiom has forgotten those 3 matches?
Not of course. I'm gonna tell you right now, Axiom definitely thought about that. But you're dealing with 2 high-class athletes right here. Both of these guys are looking for that moment, and this could be it right here.
It still shocks me every time how Nathan Frazier is able to so smoothly catch people on that moonsault off the.
Agreed.
It's so smooth. Oh God.
Both of these men, tremendous ability.
Wow.
Amazing athletes. And the thing is, it's going to be a chess match, Vic, here tonight.
We're going to see it all unfold in Bridgeport, and we also learned that in Dragon Lee's corner will be the Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. And if you're just joining us, you may be like, well, what happened to Wes Lee? Unfortunately, we found out some heartbreaking news. Wes Lee going to be out 8 to 12 months with back surgery.
Can I say this? We definitely wish a speedy recovery with Wes Lee. We're going to get a chance to see at Deadline how good Dominic Mysterio really is.
Oh, what a move!
Well, we're seeing just how good these 2 superstars are. And you can't
Wow!
They both want to stand out.
Damn! Jesus!
I don't know how Axiom just kicked out. Take another look. Look at this, Booker. Feel the impact. Bam! Almost right in the chest.
I knew this was gonna be an awesome match, but this constant counter for counter is so good. Wes's injury is real. You don't have somebody out 8 to 12 months as a storyline. So when they announce he's gonna be out 8 to 12 months, yeah, that's real. Oh, the women are still fighting. I mean, don't interrupt this match, because this match is great.
This is serious, Vic. This is serious. We need to get some security out here.
And this is unfortunate for these 2 superstars.
Aw, that match was going so well.
It was. Damn.
Oh, guess who's back?
Oh, that pop.
Yeah, apparently his back is really hurt. He needs back surgery.
Students, thank you for joining me here today for this assembly. Andre Chase University
is
an institution focused on shaping the young minds of future sports entertainers. Normally, when we have these assemblies, is to celebrate the accomplishments of the university. But as you all
Jordan,
saw
I don't know
last
if they
week at
will
the
or
press
not.
conference,
She
this isn't
may need
anything
a
near
couple matches
celebration.
before she does anything that extreme.
Last week's news of the misuse of university funds and the illegal gambling practices here at Chase University have rocked this institution to its core. But I just want to make one thing clear. The person who irresponsibly put this university in severe debt and the compromising position that it's currently in
Rocky, I'm not sure, man.
is me.
That's the unfortunate thing is like the free agents are
As the
so
founder of Chase University, I fell short of the
mostly New
example that
Japan
I'm
right
supposed
now
to set.
that I'm really not
And I'm
sure.
so disappointed in myself for a continuous lapse in judgment that has led us to this delicate position. And now the most important thing. I'm sure all of you are wondering, how is this going to affect you? I'm just going to come out and say it. Due to the results of the investigation, Chase University is now under academic probation.
Great.
So unfortunately, a few sanctions have been placed on our university, including any students who enrolled after the investigation began will no longer be eligible for financial aid due to our compromising debt.
That's horrible. Who's you?
Classy.
Mr. Chase, it would be way easier for us to know what we have to do if you would just tell us how much you actually owe.
Okay. We'll understand.
Figure out how much money is. Come on.
I owe hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Obviously.
And it's not just the loan, it's the loan plus interest because I went through a third party.
Way to go, Professor.
I'm just going to be real with everyone. After losing all of my personal finances, I began to use university assets, which in turn caused me to take out a loan through an organization that I've now found myself not being able to pay back. Putting myself and this university in a very
Yes, I think Breaker will be on the main
compromising
roster soon.
I got this university into this mess. And damn it, I'm going to dig us out of this mess. I'm going to restore this university to its full glory as quickly and efficiently as possible.
Okay, so other than selling my trophy, because I'm not selling my trophy, is there anything else we can do to help?
We could do a bake sale, right?
No.
Mr. Chase, I got one. We could do a car wash. Hello, me.
Mr. Chase?
Tommy.
Maybe you could look into a way of doing a crash course on how to avoid financial crisis.
Tommy, we're live on Twitch, sir.
Yeah,
The lady's
I just think
available.
That would spark ideas on how to get us out of this financial debt whilst also teaching the students of Chase U.
Okay.
Riley Osborne, right? I think that was a great idea.
Thea. Yep.
We just got to make money.
Are you okay? I'm great. Yeah, I'm great.
Class, I know this
I'll
is
explain on the commercial break.
but I am confident that we can get through this together and get this debt paid. Thank you.
Hey, Melo, what the hell was that, man? Hey, man, I seen it, and it ain't that trick. Well, what did it look like then? Look, man, I'm locked in. I got this last chance. Let me handle this. Nah, forget all that. I need answers. Let me handle this, and then let's talk about it after. You rolling? Nah, dog. This your last chance. Who you telling?
You can see it's a different look in the eyes of Trick Williams.
Yeah.
But it is main event time this week, live on NXT.
Oh, you got to see Ozzy's final show? That's awesome, Rocky.
The following is a last chance Iron Survivor qualifying fatal four-way match. Introducing first, Carmelo Hayes.
There's got to be an internal conflict inside brewing. Carmelo Hayes, will that keep him from becoming the Iron Survivor? Who will make the most of their last chance next? Live.
Okay. So while we go to commercial, I'll explain the NXT or the Chase U stuff. So Chase U has been a segment now for well over a year, basically since 2.0 developed. And it's just been it's been a really fun, cool segment. And it's where they put all the talent they would like to have the talent watch. You'll notice there's a Chase U section in the crowd. Those are upcoming talent watching live matches, watching to see how it's done. Yes, we're about to see a heel Mello for sure. But recently there was this all of a sudden scandal that happened. And as it turns out, that loan shark that he's talking about, the loan from the third party, it's the family. It's Tony the Don and Stacks. That's where he got the loan from. And he owes them hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's just a way, because Chase U was starting to get a little bit stale. So it was a way to help them stay fresh and have something going on. I do find it interesting they're having Thea Hale kind of fall for that Osborne guy. Because she's actually dating Nathan Frazier. But it just adds layers to the story, so I'm all for it. But yeah, so that's what's going on. It took a while to figure out what the scandal was, but they came out and talked about it last week.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's what's going on with the scandal. And it's just
I still feel like Andrew Chase is covering for somebody else.
Oh, absolutely. Well, first off, the gambling stuff was Duke Hudson. Like there was actually segments where Duke was doing like poker games and stuff. The gambling actually came from Duke. And the reason that stuff leaked is because JC Jane was like, I think, live streaming the poker games or something. And so they're actually they're not at fault, but you know, I do think he is still covering for somebody, and the fact that he won't admit that it's the Don and them is a big deal, but I do like that the students want to help raise money to help get the money back and stuff like that. They haven't fully abandoned it. I'd like that. So I feel like King is going to be the one who dethrones Hayes. What do you mean by dethrone? This stuff gets better the more I drink it.
Good.
I can still my biggest issue with it is I can taste the aspartame, but that's because over in Europe and stuff, like they have a lot more restrictions on their food. But this does have yellow dye numbers. Crazy enough, this has yellow dye number 6 in it, which I did not expect.
Mountain Dew is actually considered an energy drink over in England.
Yeah, and it's actually, I think, illegal. The original recipe of it's illegal. Like they have to change the recipe over there too, and it's still considered energy.
Right. Yeah.
Dethrone Dragunov. No, I don't think King will be the one to dethrone Dragunov. I think they're still building him up. So see. Why do people prefer heels over baby faces? That's something that really started during the Attitude Era. It's just because, and the best explanation I saw, I think it was from Big Show during his Stone Cold podcast appearance. It's just that the heels get to be cool. They get to say stuff against their boss. They get to just do what they want. And people like that. Whereas the baby faces, they have to do what's right and they have to do what's good. And that's, you remember, like, for the longest time, Joker is still one of the most popular characters of all time, and he is a maniacal, psychopathic murderer. Darth Vader, one of the biggest, most popular characters of all time.
I think my socials have been popping off. It seems like the entire internet is talking about this leaked footage of me saying I should be worried and that I've been incriminated. But I'm here to tell y'all the exact opposite. I'm just chilling right here on my throne. Heck, I should have known the cameras would find me. See, when you're a big star like me, the camera always finds you. Ain't that right, Carmelo Hayes? Now we got them talking. They're talking about your match tonight. They're talking about how Lexis King is supposed to interfere. But I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't interfere in my friend's match and cost him an opportunity at Deadline. Now, I know we're not besties. We've had a bit of a rocky relationship. But I do think that we are going to be on the same page very soon. You know why? Because I know for a fact that Mello doesn't miss. And now Mello knows that Lexus King doesn't miss either. So good luck, my friend, because Deadline awaits. Man, I love it when a plan comes together.
Interesting.
Introducing Tyler Bates. Now there's the big, strong boy. Look, we talked about it in the women's matchup. I'll come to you real quick here. Do you have a favorite in this matchup?
You know, I like Carmelo Hayes. He's my guy. Joe Coffey, good to the last drop. Tyler Bate is looking for that moment, but the guy that I'm really thinking about is Eddie Thorpe. There's something special about that kid, Vic.
Well, it's not like, so what he's accusing Mello of is he's accusing Mello of texting Lexus King to attack her, Trick. And Lexus is just fueling that. So it may turn out that Mello didn't have anything to do with it, and he's just wrong place, wrong time, or whatever. And Lexus King is fueling that. But it could also be that it did happen.
These are three of the competitors. There's still one to come in this last chance matchup.
Eddie Thorpe, how are the ribs feeling?
Not great. I'm nowhere near 100%, thanks to Breaker, Gulak, and his friends. But tonight's too important, Kelly. If I win, not only am I in the Iron Survivor Challenge, but I got a shot at the guy that injured me in the first place, Dijak.
Well, this is your pick book. He seems focused on the task at hand. What he just talked about, his ribs and not being 100%, not necessarily physically, but how mentally tough is Eddie Thorpe?
Sometimes you just got to push through it. That's what adrenaline is for. I just said it. This kid is something special about Eddie Thorpe. And I must always talk about checks and championships.
So I like how in the women's match they pushed it. It was, no disqualification, no count out, and stuff like that. And they really pushed it hard. That way it's in your brain for this match. That way if someone interferes, like say Trick Williams or Dijak, the match can still go on.
Yeah.
Throughout the match, but you brought up checks and championships. That's what Carmelo Hayes is about, right?
Yes, it is.
That's what he's about, right?
Yeah, that is what Carmelo is about.
Well, from behind his Hayes, shoulders down, and near fall.
He's about checks and championships, and he's also about, that guy that make that shot, don't miss, but lately he's been a little off it.
I'm glad you bring that up because
Mello did, they literally just called him out for pulling the tights. So he is doing more heel stuff.
Is he focused on the task at hand tonight?
I just said the word. He's not focused, Vic. He's got way too much going on in his life right now. In a match like this coming up at Deadline, you got to be fully focused and ready to go, man.
Well, again, the winner at Deadline, the Iron Survivor, receives an NXT Championship matchup, and Saturday it will be Corbin and Dragunov for the gold. Still to come, they will meet champion challenger face to face here tonight as Coffey back into the matchup. And this is what you talked about earlier. You got to have eyes in the back of your head.
Look at this man right here. I mean, he's got all the ability in the ring, but he's got uncanny strength, Vic. Oh, yes. Look at this man.
Into the cover to make it a Deadline, and Thorpe broke up the count, but actually did more damage to Coffey and Bate. Right back in, and look at Carmelo Hayes from behind. All four of these superstars know what is on the line. The Iron Survivor Challenge, Booker. Such a unique, innovative matchup.
Yeah, but you got to understand that you can't put the horse before the
I'm pretty much sure that Damage Control is going to turn on Bayley. I think what might happen if Sasha Banks is coming back, what might happen is this. Bayley, Damage Control turns on Bayley, but she's rubbed so many people the wrong way on the face side of things that she's kind of on an island of her own. Come the Royal Rumble, Sasha Banks returns, and then re-teams with Bayley. And eventually we get the 4 horsewomen again.
Himself as well, but Bate going for the ride, round and round it goes, and then planted face first.
Talking about shit.
Coffee into the cover. Shoulders down, and Thorpe again having to run some interference.
Don't think Carmelo wins this.
He might, because then you have him and Trick in a match together. So that's a possibility. So it could happen. He won't win the Iron Survivor match, but I could see him possibly winning this one because him and Trick are going to be in the match together then.
He don't miss that being Carmelo Hayes. Take another look and bam.
Well, then if
I just can't get over Lexus King. The friction.
who do you think the NXT call up is going to be for Friday then?
Even the awkwardness of what
It could still be. It could still be Mello.
Lexus King is trying to distance himself from his dad, but I'm gonna tell you right now, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. I know his dad. I knew it. He wasn't that great of a guy.
Bookers, you start looking around and listening to the NXT universe, they seem split whenever Carmelo Hayes gets a little bit going in this matchup, and that's not the reaction that Carmelo Hayes is used to. Can that throw off a competitor inside the ring mid-match?
Trust me, the fans like that six man. Always what you need right now, Carmelo. He needs that six man to fuel him through this matchup.
Tyler Bate dropping coffee, pump kick, caught Bate.
Beautiful.
Eddie Thorpe now spine buster.
Ooh, nice deep spine buster.
Down the winner will join Braun Breaker, Dijak, Trick Williams, Josh Briggs, who is headed to deadline. Don't miss a second of the action. Picture break.
So you could have Mello win here, but he could still go on to Friday night. But it would make more sense if he didn't.
Yeah.
Now we're getting a fun spot where the heel just gets his ass absolutely beat.
One of them.
Well, technically the only heel in the match, technically. Because Mello is not.
Well, I think the crowd is
officially gone.
The crowd's
heel,
made their, I think the crowd's made their decision though.
Well, they're still cheering for him. I've never, I don't think we've ever seen it, actually happen, and we might have, but when two people put submissions on somebody, on the same person, it's like, well, how do you determine a winner? What are they tapping to?
Yeah.
What brand should CM Punk sign with? Most likely Raw.
Fuck, I gotta start paying more fucking attention, my lord. Dick, and balls. Holy fucking shit, fuckity fuck.
There's Tommy.
There you go, buddy.
You gotta remember, Tuesdays we're on Twitch too, sir.
Tuesdays
the lady
and
is there.
Wait, what? Did I miss something?
What? What?
There was a QR code mystery.
Where? What?
Fuck. No, it was in the past. We missed it. I follow this wrestler on YouTube. This guy on YouTube. He's called C Wrestling, and he was a big, huge Bray Wyatt fan and stuff like that. He does very short recaps and stuff like that, and points out things that you possibly could have missed and stuff like that. Apparently, there was a QR code somewhere.
I'm gonna mute my mic for just a moment.
Feel the impact. First,
That waffle. Let me talk to you. Yeah. Ava Rain versus Nia Jax. I don't know if Ava's ready for that yet.
After weeks of heinous attacks from many different superstars, from Drew Gulak to Braun Breaker.
Smart right there by Joe Coffey, the leader of those Dallas boys, trying to give him another chip in the game, just trying to make it to deadline.
I'm glad you bring that up because Thorpe is fighting with a chip on his shoulder tonight. If he can get to Bridgeport on Saturday, he's got personal and professional reasons heading into deadline. Off the brain buster into the cover, and again, Coffey breaking up the count because Eddie Thorpe can become the Iron Survivor and also get his hands on Dijak. But for Joe Coffey, he's got a chance to make NXT one more time his kingdom, Gallus' kingdom. Gallus boys on top is what they always say, right?
Yes, indeed, Joe Coffey. Even when he's late, he's always on time. Oh, yes,
right
here we go.
And you talk about being on time. Eddie Thorpe right now, right place, right time again. This time, wiping out Tyler Bate.
Talking about the heart of this man, Eddie Thorpe. Like I say, Vic, like I said, there's something special about Eddie.
Oh, no!
Oh, he just got caught.
Spine, but and the referee using his discretion in this moment, calling for WWE medical. He came in at less than 100%. Dallas Irvin is doing his job as the official, but he's got to get back into the ring because this matchup is continuing. Iron Survivor for the men, the last chance fatal four-way. Which of these superstars punched their ticket? As Hayes, Bate punching one another, and Joe Coffey from the tippy top. What do you say? He's good to the last drop.
Yes, indeed. Big shot there by Joe Coffey. Right now, he just needs to put the hammer down. He can punch his ticket to deadline on Saturday night.
Coffey turning right around, and right now things are coming up. Joe Coffey coming up. Gallus boys. As Carmelo Hayes able to turn this matchup around very quickly.
And a lot of extra momentum there generated by Joe Coffey off of Carmelo's big shot.
You gotta wonder, where's Melo's head at? Is it in the game? He seems to be distracted in certain moments. But once again, here's Joe Coffey pushing through into the cover, and it's not enough, just breaking up the count, Hayes.
Big torpedo shot by Joe Coffey, but you can tell everybody wants it, Vic. Everybody wants it.
Wow. Oh, knees up by Bate. Carmelo Hayes just realized what he had cooking didn't really work. And Bate trying to turn it around now. Hayes landing on his feet. Which of these three superstars a little, oh, got caught, got dropped.
Double counter right there by Carter. Get it, cover.
Cover. And Coffey again breaking it out. And Booker, this really has turned into almost a glorified triple threat match. I just looked over to our right. Medical is still working on Eddie Thorpe, who's been wiped out. And a super kick under the jaw. I don't know if that was a tooth that went flying or what. Caught in midair. Glasgow send-off, and look who it is, an old friend. And look, we talked about Coffey, Tyler Bate trying to redefine himself. Unprecedented success.
That's agreed completely.
In this company as a teenager, headed the NXT Tag Team titles, headed the Heritage Cup. Can he add one more big victory? Can Big Max Bate come through one more time? Big strong boys flying.
You missed the
Tyler Driver 97. Tyler Driver 97. Got it.
That could be it.
Into the cover. Bates headed to Bridgeport.
Here is your winner, Tyler Bate.
How good must that
You're muted.
feel for Bate? He told me earlier that meditation has allowed him.
NXT does not miss. We've been saying it from the get-go. We've been doing this show since the very first week of January, every single Tuesday. And they've only had 2 bad episodes all year round. And I don't know of any other program where you can say the same thing when it comes to wrestling. There have been bad Raws and bad SmackDowns this year, multiple. Bad Dynamites and Collisions and Rampages. The only program that's had been consistent is NXT.
And trust me,
yes, Fats.
I know what awaits me. the Iron Survivor Challenge match, a match unlike any other. And I know usually I'm all about peace and tranquility, but to hell with that, because come Saturday, those 4 men aren't going to stand a chance again.
Tyler Bate, your adrenaline must be through the roof right now, because you're about as delusional as this piece of trash. And speaking of that, give me a second. Get his ass out of here! Get him out of here! Take the trash out! Shut the hell up!
Still have 18 minutes in the program.
Tyler, you call yourself
Wonder what
the
else is
big
gonna
strong
happen.
boy, right?
I don't
You
know.
must have a big strong heart too. And that thing must be working in overdrive if you think that you have a snowball's chance in hell on Saturday.
Listen, Dijak, I have much more than just a chance. Now, it seems that you two have no idea what you're in for on Saturday.
I don't think Braun gets to win. I think they're gonna end up moving him up to the main roster for the Royal Rumble.
Better hope and pray
Yeah.
that I am the last entrant in the match, because if I'm not, you guys are all going to the penalty box. And from where I'm standing, that's probably the safest place to be. So my advice, after I send you to the box, stay in there. Stay in the box. Save yourselves. Save your career.
Another week, a badass brawl breaker coming out here and threatening people.
What, Josh? You gonna interrupt me?
I think Trick wins it.
What are you gonna do? You come after me on Saturday?
Yeah.
Good, I'm banking on it. And I know y'all are underestimating. I know y'all are underestimating me, but I like it like that. I've been waiting on this moment, boys, my entire damn life. And right now, I am betting on myself. At Deadline, I am shocking the world.
If you
All the-
actually believe that,
I actually could see Carmelo costing Trick a spot, and maybe Josh Briggs wins it.
Hey, look, fellas, I'm really not in the mood, so I'm making straight to business. At Deadline, I'm gonna whoop that trick, I'm gonna whoop that trick, I'm gonna whoop that trick.
The only trick that you should be whooping is your so-called best friend that you...
Oh, yeah, bad.
Security pouring out. Buckle up, Booker.
You know how the crowd is so behind Trick Williams right now.
Yeah, but to go with that storyline, Melo could cost him the match.
Yeah, very easily.
And two superstars that also
Oh yeah, we have the Dragunov Corbin face-off.
the other
Yeah, but that is...
man that will be across the ring from him. His
Yeah.
challenger on Saturday at Deadline.
7, 15 minutes.
They meet
Yeah.
face to face, and it's going down.
Don't forget, we got 3 minutes of commercials, then they got to come out. Yeah. Speaking of commercial break, I gotta pee.
Well, bye.
Hopefully the light doesn't fall on me again.
That's your own damn fault. Anyways, folks, how we doing tonight? Beth, I completely agree with you. This version of Baron Corbin is the best version. I love Sad Corbin. It was great. I like the original Lone Wolf Baron Corbin. That was a great introduction to the character. But this is a combination of everything. And it's perfect for Corbin. Speaking of Baron Corbin, if you get a chance, please follow him on TikTok. He's got some great TikTok and Instagram, I think. He's a great cook. Always showing off his home, showing off his cooking skills, stuff like that. You know, Trick Williams chant is borderline the least PG thing allowed on air. Well, you know, Rada. Yeah. See, Fats, I don't think we'll ever get that version of Corbin in WWE because that's the real Corbin. And he's one of those guys that likes to separate ring from real. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't be mad at it either, but do you think going to win at Deadline? I don't think so. I'm not a booker. I mean, as a chair seat fantasy booker and stuff like that, I don't see Baron being the one to dethrone Dragunov.
Yeah, I don't see
Chocolate Boy,
Baron winning. I don't see Baron winning either.
No, Chocolate Boy, I like the Lone Wolf too. He was all about, I don't get paid by the hour, I get paid by the match. Come in, win, and go. You know, that was cool. Oh, earlier I was talking about Baron Corbin's TikTok and stuff like that, and Fast would have liked to see that version of Corbin in the WWE. I told him it'll never happen because Baron Corbin's one of the type of guys that likes to keep real and fantasy. You know,
Well,
so
not only that, it would actually
Baron,
it would be a really shitty character because he's just a guy. Like he's just having fun cooking. Like it's not really a character. It's not really like like he has personality, but it's not a personality. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's just not something that would really translate to a gimmick. Unless he's gonna come out as Chef Baron Corbin, and then that's just weird.
I would see Pitmaster Corbin before I see Chef Corbin.
Even then, like I just don't see it being a gimmick that would work, and I also just don't. I don't know if Baron Corbin as a face would ever work. I mean, I'd like to see it, but
I think he'll have another face run before he retires, unless something bad happens.
Well, has he ever actually had a face run?
Technically, the beginning of the Sad Corbin.
He wasn't a face. He was just sad. He was a dick. Still.
You know, honestly, thinking back, I don't remember Corbin ever being a face.
No, he's never been a face.
Okay, so the entire show is a tribute to the troops. Cool. I'm good. I'm happy with that.
Things done around here. You get this done for me. I'm telling you what's wrong with this dude.
You know what? Consider it done.
What is Ava Rain's role right now?
No more running. Did you text Lexi King to
he was absolutely not a face as Happy Corbin. He was a complete heel.
I don't know, man. Nothing makes sense no more.
Look, you say you didn't see who did it, but you know it in your heart that it wasn't me. And I silenced all that rah-rah.
Well, why are there videos of you working with him?
I would never work with that sucker. You know what? And to prove it to you, I'm gonna whoop his ass on Saturday.
What you talking about, man?
I talked to Ava, and she gonna get it done. And I'm not just standing on my word no more tricks. I'm standing on business.
Good. You stand on business then. Come Saturday, Mello opens the show. And Trick closes the show.
Oh, Deadline keeps getting better, and the field was finalized moments ago. These five look to beat the clock. All five of these superstars competing.
Well, I don't think Dragon was ever the person to win the U.S. tournament, so he might win on Saturday because he's not going to win Friday.
Who walks out the Iron Survivor? These two have taken a personal vendetta to a new level. Brawls in the locker room, parking lot, trainer's room. Now Roxanne Perez, Kiana James will be locked.
This is going to be a great Deadline.
This Saturday at Deadline. And we also learned tonight, Wesley is out 8 to 12 months due to back surgery, and we learned that on Saturday, WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio will be in the corner of the new #1 contender, Dragon Lee, as Lee challenges Rey's dirty son, Dominic Mysterio. Does Dominic's Judgment Day arrive Saturday at Deadline? And Saturday all starts with the NXT Deadline kickoff show, and this is
Oh, we're gonna get that match in full. Sweet.
Kickoff show streaming on
And at a PLE, technically. So kickoff show, but
it all leads to this. Two superstars who took two different paths, live two different lifestyles, meet for the NXT title. Will this be Dragunov's end of days, or can the Mad Dragon's fire burn Corbin's ship? Live this Saturday at NXT Deadline. And now it's time for champion and challenger to come face to face.
Well, I'll go first as the challenger, and we'll save the champion.
No, you will not. You have turned this championship match into something more than just a battle for the title on my shoulder. A championship that you have actually failed to capture before, right? Baron, you brought my personal life into this. And guess what? You can mock my accent. You can mock my demeanor. You can question the fire and the intensity. I can handle that. But the sacrifices that I make for my son so he has a better life, that is a line that you have crossed. And on Saturday, your body will pay for this.
Sacrifices. What you call sacrifices, I call excuses. If you wanted to bring your family, you could have. There's always a way, but no. Ilya, you turned your back on your son. You walked out the door, you got on a plane, and you left. So those are excuses. Those are excuses you tell yourself so that you can go to sleep in that cold, lonely apartment at night. And Ilya, what you're doing to your son right now, well, that's exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna
what
watch it
your
after AJ. I'm not gonna watch it on stream. It's a whole other hour. So.
Oh, that stings, huh? The sting? Huh? Them veins are popping out of your neck, buddy. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying. I'm trying to contain this. Because if I unleash it now and not on Saturday, then there will be no NXT title match at Deadline. And you will leave this place tonight in an ambulance with no opportunity to add this title to your lavish life with all your fancy cars and expensive watches, all the things that you cherish in your life. You materialistic.
Oh, he's taking it serious.
You think this is about materialistic things? That's where you're wrong. Ilya, this is about vindication. Not for you, for me. For you, this is just another high-profile NXT championship match that you have to win so you can justify to your son why you are here. No, this is vindication for me because while all these people and everyone around, they'll never admit it. They know I have never stopped. Not through brand changes, not through COVID, not through the ups or the downs. I have been a prominent figure on that TV screen for 8+ years, and I am taking what is mine. Ilya, I see it. Your blood is boiling. I see it in your eyes. You're about to lose it. Because your son misses you. and you miss your son even more. And I can stand here and say that to your face because I am bad enough to say that. I can walk down any street in the world and I don't have to look over my shoulder. And Saturday, you will understand why. You say this is about your family, Ilya, then I say do something about it right now. That's it. That's it. Breathe the fire. You think that scares me, Ilya? I have been through hell and back, and I always find a way. And Saturday will be no different. Look, buddy, I will help you out. I'll help you right now. This is for your family. Huh? Huh? For your family, Ilya. Here you go, bud. Here you go right now. I'll turn my back. I'll turn my back. Do it for your family, Ilya. Do it right now for your family. Saturday, Ilya, I take your only reason to be here. But that's right, buddy. You're a coward. You'll find a way to stay.
The only one who can destroy the dragon is the dragon himself!
Corbin who said he had Ilya where he wanted him.
I like the fear in Baron's eyes.
It appears to be the other way around, heading in to deadline. Whoa, whoa, what the hell? Booker, look up! Booker, look up! Look at it's the men's Iron Survivor Challenge. They haven't gotten this situation figured out. They haven't been able to separate these five. And there comes Trick.
All right, who's going through the table?
Somebody is.
It's at a fever pitch. What is it going to take? What is going to happen in Bridgeport?
This is business, man.
Bodies are flying all the way around. Booker, watch out. Beat the clock Saturday, then they're beating the hell out of each other tonight.
We may not even have a match on Saturday, Vic.
What is it going to take? Can you imagine all five of these men in the ring at the same time? Because the clock is ticking. Bedlam is brewing. The countdown is on. Saturday, who will be the Iron Survivor?
Two men went through the table.
And with Tyler Bates standing tall at the end of the show. Interesting choice. Very interesting choice.
It was a well done segment. Very well done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us tonight. That was one hell of an NXT kickoff or go home show for Deadline. I am super excited for Deadline. But don't forget, Friday, a TikTok exclusive will be here for SmackDown. We have that US tournament going on. Should be very good. NXT is actually scheduled till 10:08, Rotado. They actually are scheduled till 10:08, so they will always go to 10:08.
Mm-hmm.
Fats, of course, always our pleasure to do this. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for the likes and the views and everything else. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. We'll be here on Friday. Should be a very good SmackDown. And then Deadline this Saturday, starting at 7 p.m. We will go live, and it'll be a lot of fun. We might have a special guest. Cannot promise anything just yet. We're still working on it. I will let you know. Hopefully I'll know by Friday so I can kind of announce it and we can get it out there. But we'll see. That's it. Like we said, for the rest of the month, Geeky Kitchen is going to be off air as I kind of like rebrand it, refigure it out, all that fun jazz, getting all that done. And then Unfortunately, my co-host for Thursday nights has been sick lately, so we may just take the month of December off for the Thursday podcast as well. I will reach out to him if it is going up. I'll post something, but for now, let's just plan on. We'll just keep it planned that we're gonna take the month off for both for the Thursday show for now. But wrestling doesn't stop, so we won't stop. So we'll have that going as well. Again, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for our show tonight. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you guys on Friday. Night.